Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay today. I was having some internet issues and that is why the delay today. So we will start the class. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Unacademy. Okay. So who is here today? Let us see who is here today. Good morning everyone. Okay, now the topic today, as I told you yesterday, that we are going to start with grammar. Yesterday I had showed you a lot of question and answers for GATE and how they are related to grammar. So unless and until you know the basics of grammar, we will not understand, and that is why what we are going to do is we are going to learn the basic of grammar. Basic of English grammar is very much necessary. So today our topic is going to be basics, and now we will go one by one with all the topics. Very good morning Tina. Very good morning Akshansh. Okay, so first let me start with my introduction. My name is Mita Surti. For all those who have been attending every day, I hope they know my name by now, and I have been teaching, guiding, motivating and counseling students for GATE. Okay. Hello Sonu. Good morning. Okay. Training, guiding, motivating, and I have also trained lots of students for state public services. Apart from that, I also do personality development training. I am a certified coach from the British Council, and I have 12 plus years of teaching experience, 4 plus years for teaching students of GATE, and the subjects that I deal in is English and aptitude. Okay, so my main subjects are English and aptitude. Aptitude, which is going to help you for your GATE, and English, which is going to help you everywhere in life. As I always keep saying, English is going to help you everywhere. Now let us see what Unacademy offers us. Unacademy has plus subscriptions, which is going to offer live classes. Of course, you are going to have live classes every day, crash courses, weekly tests, doubt solving sessions. Yes, this is something which is very important. Doubt solving. We have lot of material to read from, we have lot of books to refer, but who is going to solve our doubts? That is very important. So Unacademy is offering doubt solving. Plus we are having English and Hindi. We are having two languages. We are going to have English and Hindi. Okay, over here also, good morning Abhishek. Over here also I am going to do everything in English and Hindi. So जिनको इंग्लिश में ज़्यादा दिक्कत आ रही है, this is going to help you because I am going to do Hindi also. And again, everything over here is very well organized, very well structured by all the educators. So this is going to help you very much. Apart from plus, now let us move on to our iconic. What does our iconic have? Now iconic is one step further. This is one step further. Now you are going to have a personal coach, a study planner, preparatory study material. Yes, you are going to have study material prepared individually. This is going to be like having individual. Okay, this is going to be individual. I can say, what do we call it? Like a personal tuition. Okay, this is going to be personal tuition for you, personalized test, study booster sessions, and what is all going to lead to a great rank. That is what we want, a great rank in the gate as well as other zones of life. Okay, now let me tell you, this is my code. My code is Mita S and 10. 10 refers to the 10% discount that you are going to get when you use my referral code. And what do we have? For the plus courses, we have 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. The higher courses, the more duration that you take up, you are going to get more discounts. So here the first one says 27,225, 12 months. Same you go for 18 months is 34,650, and you go for 24 months, yes, 2 years course, and you are getting only for 39,600. Okay. And if you are going for iconic has 12 months for 45,225, and we have for 24 months 66,600. So what you have to do is get into Unacademy, download Unacademy, and then go to unacademy.com, look for @Mita Surti, and what you are going to do, just look for @Mita Surti and then start learning from us. Unacademy Gate CS is for URL for our Telegram, so you can either do for that one. Now let me tell you something about the complete packages that our crack great gate is. We have computer science channel which have got so many educators over here. Yes, we have all these educators over here who are all top class educators, all rankers of gate. We have all these rankers of gate who are going to give you great guidance, great classes. Okay. Sorry, I think Sonu, 2 people cannot. I think it is going to be for 1. It has to be for 1. Good morning, good meet. Very good morning to see you again over here. Okay, now the plus batches. Okay, plus batches are taken by the topmost educators. We have a group, we have a whole team of topmost educators. So what is it going to be? You are going to have doubt clearing batch, you are going to have aspire gate, and you have rank booster. Rank booster sessions, very important rank booster sessions. Good morning Amzad, nice to have you back. Okay, the study channel has got how many channels? 1, 2, we have almost 10 channels over here for your benefit. We have Pathshala, we have computer science. Yes, we also have a channel in Telugu. So we are going to solve the language barrier problems for many of you, because we have English, we have Hindi, we have Telugu. So we are going to give lot of benefit to all of you. Okay, now as we said, what are we having the session today for? As we said, we are going to have the session today for grammar. Okay, we are going to start our series for grammar. We are going to learn grammar right from basic. Okay, so why basic? Basic grammar we are going to learn. See, anything done from the base, anything done from base, or what do we call it? Another word for that, anything done from roots. What does it give you? What does it give you? It will give you all. Anybody over here? Anything learned from base, anything learned from the roots, what is going to give you? It is going to make your pillars strong. Okay, and when your pillars are strong, you are going to have a great command over your vocabulary. Okay, and this is what is very, very important to learn English. So you are going to have a very good command over your vocabulary, which is going to be benefiting you very much for your English. Okay, now let us understand what we are going to do. Now, where does the whole English start from? before I have explained you the importance and the gate how to approach the answers. Yes, I showed you how to approach answers. Yes, everyone, how to approach all the question and answers. Which questions and answers? The ones which were previously asked. Okay, the ones which were previously asked. Okay, yesterday what we did parts of grammar. We related all the question and answers, the previously asked question and answers, related to what? Related to which part of grammar? Which part of grammar is it connected to? Okay, so to find the connection is very important. Then we will know why we are doing all this in grammar today. Do you understand? So when we find the connection, we know why we are doing this. So now what we are going to start with today? Word. Why we are going to start with word? Okay, what is word? One word. There is a group of words. We have a group of words which ends up making a sentence. And when is it called a sentence? When it makes sense. Okay. If I put a group of words separately, like if I put am, then I put I put good. Okay, I put girl over here. So now these words together don't make any sense. When I put this, am I a good girl? It's a question, of course. But when these words are put together in a group, it makes a sentence and which makes sense. Okay. So now we are going to understand how to put words together and make sense. Now we are going to start with word. Okay. Now word can be divided into three. We have got three types of words. One, which I say is the root word. What is a root word? I am going to give you examples for everything, so you are going to understand everything right from the basic. Right from basic, it is very much necessary to understand English right from the base. So now these are the root words. And then we have another word is called a prefix and we have suffix. So we have three types of words. Now, what is prefix? Prefix, this is a word. Something that is added at the beginning of the word is called a prefix, and something that you add behind is called a suffix. So these are suffix and prefix. Now let us understand. We will move on to the next thing to understand this in detail. I will be giving you examples so that will make it easy to understand. Okay. So now, as I said, a word has some are root words. They have prefix and some have a suffix. Now what is prefix and what is suffix? Now let us understand. When I talk of root words, words which do not have anything at the beginning, anything at the back. Now what is this? Prefix, this is the root word. These are prefix words and these are suffix words. Now what is over here? Prefix. These words are like from and legal, bitter, start. These do not have anything. So these are called root words. Now let us move on to prefix. Now this is one of the prefix. Now this is X. What does X mean? Yes? What does X mean over here? What does X mean? X is just a prefix which is added to the word. Okay. So in a similar pattern, we will have many words which we can add to the word. Sometimes we also add there are lots of prefixes. We will definitely move on to all those when I am doing the chapters in detail. Now let us understand the prefix. Now today I have selected the X word. X means there are two meanings. X could be formal when we use in front of some word. I will explain you. And extract, exhale and excavate. X over here means to take out. X, the meaning of X could be take out or one could be formal. On in these words, extract, exhale and excavate. Extract is to take out. Exhale is to uh, when we breathe out, it is called exhale, and excavate. Then when we have former, so it's ex-minister, that was somebody former. Suffix is something that we put behind the word, that is ness and meant. These are just two examples. Sadness, happiness, rudeness, argument, punishment, ligament. These are all the words that is suffix. Okay. We are not going to have a lot of about this, but this is just for anyone who wants to understand the base of English. And then we are going to connect all our question and answers which are previously asked to all these things, so that you know that which thing can be used when to get the answers. Moving on to sentences. When we have a group of words, as I said, that we have a group of words which are put together, and these are called sentences. Mostly they comprise of subject, predicate, object and a complement. What do our sentences have? Subject, predicate and complement. Okay, now let us move ahead. Subject. Who is the subject? The doer, the main person, the main part. Who is the subject in a sentence? Whatever is the main is the subject in the sentence. And what are the questions that can be asked? A subject could be a person, could be a thing or a topic. What do we ask when we want to find out the subject? We say who or what. So when we ask the question who or what before the verb, necessarily before the verb, then it says it is the subject of the sentence. Like we say Ayush is watching a movie. Now here Ayush is our subject. So what did we ask? The question over here in this sentence will be who is watching. So we are getting Ayush is watching. Who is watching a movie? And that is what we get the answer to the subject. Let's move on to the predicate. The predicate is the rest of the sentence. The subject, leaving the subject, this is our subject, and leaving the subject, whatever we have is our predicate. Okay, so this is our predicate. Okay, now there are some certain, we have exceptions for everything in grammar. Some sentences may not have a subject. Like here, change your dress. There is no subject over here. There is no person over here. It is just a statement which says change your dress. Keep off the grass. Off the grass means, it's a phrase, off the grass. Stay away from the grass. Keep off. Keep off is a phrase which means stay away. As we are doing phrases in our question and answers, we have phrases over here which is going to be your, it is there in your previously asked questions. So we are doing phrases, and so we know how do we get them. Keep off the grass. So it means we are going to stay away from the grass. Okay. Now some sentences may not start with a subject. As we said, as we did the previous sentence over here, right? It says Ayush is watching a movie. So our subject was Ayush. But some sentences may not start with a subject. So every time we are going to look for a subject, it may not start. Have they bought the books? Have they? So now who is our subject over here? They is our subject, and have bought the books is going to be our predicate. So this is something to understand, that sentences may not have a subject, and sometimes they may not even start with a subject. Okay. Moving on to our next thing is the object. That part on which the action is done to find the object. Here what are we going to ask? Who or what? After the verb. Ayush is watching a movie. So who is watching? This is our subject. Okay. And watching. This is a verb. And what is he watching? Or who? What? What is it? The movie. So this movie is going to be our object. We are not going to do very much in detail. This is just to understand why and how we are moving on to the part that we have over here. We are moving on to what we are going to have, which we have to look into: indirect, direct, active, passive. Yesterday we had done one question. One question yesterday we had, that what is advice? We had done one question yesterday. Advice is what? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? So this was a previously asked question. Okay, this was a previously asked question in GATE. And the reason for doing this is to understand the basic, so that you know that when these things come, that one mark with your one question could put up your rank. And if you are looking for coming into the category of at least under 500, you are looking for rank 1, looking for rank 2, you are going to know every basic which is going to take you to a great rank. Do you understand? So let us understand these two sentences. Sometimes some sentences may not have two objects, where one can be expressed. It's not may not have, it is may have. This is some sentences may have two objects. One where can be placed before two, before it is called an indirect object. Okay, now Isha gave me the newspaper is one sentence, and Isha gave the newspaper to me. This is another form of writing. Now here we have two objects. What are our two objects? The first object is the newspaper, and our second object is me. That is the indirect object over here. Now Isha is our main subject, and what are our two objects? Newspaper and me. Gave me. So these are going to be our two objects over here. Now that we are going to have one more part to the sentence is a complement. Whatever comes after the verb to be is the complement. After the verb to be, like understand, in the present tense if we are talking in a sentence, it could be is, am or are. In present tense we are going to use is, am or are. Whereas when we talk about past, it's going to be was or were. Now here we are using is. So what is our complement? The sentence, our complement is going to be she. She is going to be our complement. And another over here, this is the vegetable market. So do you understand? We have a sentence has so many things. We have subject, word, predicate and a complement. Moving on to types of sentences. We are not doing anything in detail over here. We are moving on to our types of sentences. Now, how many types of sentences do we have? 4. Assertive. These sentences say or state something. These are generally statement. Okay? These are statements. What are these? These are statements. So, what do we have? This is going to be statements. Tansen was a great classical singer. So it is just one statement that is given and it says there he is a great. This just states something. Interrogative. At the word interrogative we understand it is a question mark. Anything that has a question mark is known as interrogative. Okay. Did he create any new issues? We are asking, so it's interrogative and it's a question mark over here. Moving on to the next, it's imperative. What is an imperative sentence? The sentences that have a command, some kind of command. It may have a request, it may have an advice. These all sentences may be called imperative sentences. Now, tell me something about sharks, please. They are saying that tell me something about sharks, please. It's a request. You are asking somebody, you are requesting somebody that you want them to give some information about a shark and you are saying please. What does the word please indicate? You are giving a request to somebody. So, these questions, these sentences which have any kind of command, a request or an advice is called an imperative. Exclamatory. These sentences express some very strong feelings. Some very strong feelings, like it may have an exclamation. Okay, now this is how you express your strong feelings when you are writing. So this is the strong feeling that you have, and so this strong feeling says how rich the tradition of Indian classical music is. Okay, this could be one way of saying. Then when we say, oh my God, this is an exclamation. When we say, oh yes, this is an exclamation. So these are the different ways that we put in exclamation. These were the 4 types of sentences that I wanted to show you. Now, let us talk about parts of speech. This is where our grammar is going to start. Parts of speech. What is the parts of speech? There are 8 parts of speech in English language. Okay. The first one is going to be noun. Second one is pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, prepositions, conjunctions and interjections. Now all these parts of speech that I have over here, all these parts of speech are going to help you in your question and answers of 8. Yesterday when we did the previous question and answers, they had about, what did they have? The previous question and answers, they had so the previous question and answers I was talking about, we had everything connected to somewhere noun. Yesterday we did relative pronoun. Yes, we had done relative pronoun over here in one of the questions. Then we had a question which says tell whether it is a noun or a verb. Then we had a question where we had adjectives. Where do we use our adjectives? Our adjectives are going to help us to find synonyms. Okay. So these are going to help us to have synonyms, prepositions, conjunctions. Conjunctions, as we say, they are going to join the 2 sentences. Okay. Now, these are going to join the 2 sentences. And what are interjections? Interjection is again an exclamation. So, those are exclamatory marks. Now, next lessons that we are going to do, we are going to do a little bit of detailing for nouns, pronouns, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition and conjunction and interjection. Yes, we have a few people who may be feeling that why are we doing this? The reason for doing this is to make a base of grammar. There may be a few students who are well versed with all these things, but to those who have difficulties, there may be students who are not so good with English, who may be very convenient with Hindi. आपकी हिंदी अच्छी होगी, but English में problems होगी. So, going to the base of grammar is going to improve your English. And when you will improve your English, what is going to happen? When you improve your English, then you are going to understand the questions. Understanding the questions is one very important part. When till you do not understand the questions, ठीक है? जब तक आपको question समझ में नहीं आएगा, how are you going to deal with the answers? You have to understand the question to deal with the answers. So unless and until you do not understand the questions, you will not be able to give the answers properly. So what we are going to do, we have to understand our questions properly and give the answers. So why I am dealing with the base of grammar, these grammar lessons are going to be from tomorrow when we do noun and pronoun. I will be doing together with noun and pronouns. We will always have examples of previous year questions. Now previous year's question and answers when we are going to do, we are going to connect them with these parts of grammar. This part of grammar has to be understood to get the answers to the previous year questions, and that is the reason that we are going into this. This grammar is going to be only the base of your English. Very much important to do this. And tomorrow we are going to start with nouns, pronouns, and later on we are going to do verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunctions. We are not going to have a lot of detailing, but yes, we will be having exercises. I will be putting you exercises over here, which is going to help. We will have live question answers in which the students are going to answer. We will be having exercises for each and every. So what are we going to do over here? This is going to help you do your revision along with everyone. With me, of course, and everyone that is present in the class. So what are we going to have? We may have quiz. Let us see. We are going to give answers together like we have been doing in our past 2 lectures. Yesterday in the lecture, we have a lot of students who have been giving answers along with me. We had done 15 question and answers related to GATE, the previously asked questions, and we got wonderful answers from everyone. So now when we start with these parts of speech, we are going to have exercises every day and everyone is going to actively participate in this. And then we are going to move on to indirect, indirect, passive, active, passive, and many more modals, auxiliaries, phrases. We are going to go on to the part of vocabulary that is going to happen one by one. So we are starting tomorrow with nouns and pronouns. So if you want to start with the base of grammar, join Unacademy, go to Mita Surti. Let us start from tomorrow. If you like it, please mention, subscribe the channel, and please like, subscribe, and let us meet every day. Doing this every day is going to help you very much. Every day a revision is very much necessary. When you have gaps, it is not going to work. You need to be here every day, practice every day. Soon we will be starting with our special batches in which we will be having live interaction every day, and we will be doing many more things which is important for English. So let us meet and let us start from tomorrow. We are going to start with this. To see you everyone tomorrow in my class. And this is all for today. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for being here. Let us see each other tomorrow.